While any Louisianian would easily be able to tell you the difference between a seafood gumbo and a seafood étouffée, for the rest of us, let me go ahead and tell you what the difference is. While both are classic Louisiana dishes, the étouffée has a thicker, gravy-like consistency made with a roux-based sauce, while the seafood gumbo has a thinner consistency and is tomato-based. Now, in a previous video, I taught you how to make Pappadeaux Seafood Gumbo, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make Pappadeaux Crawfish Étouffée. It also happens to be a request recipe from my viewers LM and Frank. And if you happen to have a restaurant or a recipe that you'd like me to feature in an upcoming episode, go ahead and drop it in the comments section below, but make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that when your video comes up, you'll be notified just like LM and just like Frank. And we're going to get into it right now. All you need to make the delicious crawfish étouffée from the Pappadeaux restaurants are 2 pounds of peeled and deveined crawfish tail meat, diced celery, onion, and pepper, also fondly referred to as the Trinity, butter and flour for the roux, Tony Chachere's original Creole seasoning, 1 bay leaf, a blend of dried thyme, oregano, and rosemary, 2 cups of a stock, preferably homemade and preferably seafood stock, but you can also use chicken or vegetable stock, rice, slivered scallion, and chopped Italian parsley for serving, and of course salt and cracked black pepper. So the first thing that we want to do is to generously season our crawfish tail meat. For those of us not lucky enough to be able to source fresh crawfish, this brand you can purchase in the freezer section of most major grocery store chains. Toss the tail meat around in the Creole seasoning. Feel free to be liberal with the seasoning because you really do want to get that Creole flavor. All right, now stick this in the fridge until we're ready to use it. On a medium to medium-low heat, melt 1/2 of a stick or 1/4 of a pound of a premium unsalted butter. Slowly sprinkle in 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. This would be considered a blonde roux right here, but we're going to take it even further and create a dark roux. So you're going to really need to stand here for several minutes more until the butter and flour mixture get a really nice dark color and you start to smell that delicious nuttiness. Remove it from the heat, but continue to stir it a little while longer while it's off the heat, so that you don't burn this beautiful roux. And now that that's done, go ahead and set this off to the side. So that is definitely the most labor-intensive and longest process in this entire dish. And I understand the desire to want to kind of rush it along. But believe me when I tell you that if you don't rush it and you take your time with that roux, the depth of flavor that it's going to give you in this final dish is going to be well worth it. And then the rest of this is like quick and easy peasy. I've got 1 more tablespoon of butter in there. And then once the butter is melted, you want to add your onion, your pepper, and your celery. I'm also going to throw in 1 fresh bay leaf. You can use dried, of course, if that's what you have. And I'm going to sprinkle in a pinch of thyme, rosemary, and oregano. And we're just going to stand by this and saute this until the vegetables are nice and soft and translucent. Okay, now that the vegetables are nice and soft and translucent, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour in our 2 cups of stock. Next, I'm going to add some more Creole seasoning. You can just add the Creole seasoning according to your personal taste. Turn your heat down to medium and let this simmer for about 10 minutes. Next, slowly whisk in the dark roux and incorporate the roux until the base becomes a gravy-like consistency. Turn the heat to low, add in your seasoned crawfish tail, and simmer until heated through. Typically, étouffée is served over white long grain rice, some fresh Italian parsley, some slivered scallions, and of course, Louisiana's very own Avery Island Tabasco. All right, let's do this. This is some righteous Cajun flavor right here. And as always, you can find all of my recipes and instructions at restaurantreciperecreations.com. And until I see you all again, make it an awesome, awesome day. Cheers. I love y'all.